All right. Hello, Triviamatic. Hello, fans out there. I am so happy to be your host tonight. I am Kim Roth, and I will be here for the next hour or so asking you questions on the Triviamatic app. If you have not done so already, please take this time to go on the Triviamatic app and open that happy hour button. If you are new to us, welcome. What you have to do in order to play with us is to go to the App Store, go to wherever you get your apps, and download the Triviamatic app. It is Triviamatic, spelled just like the way our channel is, Trivia, M-A-T-I-C. Sorry, I'm trying to find the happy hour on the app right now, so I'm a bit distracted. But as soon as I do find it, I will be starting it. It's the 27th? No, it's the 28th. What day is it? It's the 27th. Who looks at a calendar, you know what I mean? Okay, so if you have a happy hour button, feel free to press that in order to join us. If you don't see a happy hour button, don't panic. You are perfectly fine. The code to play today is 614173, so I'm putting that in the chat right now. As you can see, there is a little bit of a delay between me and the chat, or the chat and me, depending on how you're looking at it, but that is just how it is. As you will notice, we are going through a beta testing phase with the app right now, and with this platform, so if there are any issues or anything, please feel free to just let us know in the chat, and we're happy to address them / take note to figure it out later. Also, one more thing, in order to use the chat function, make sure that you are logged in with YouTube. If you are not logged in with YouTube and you're like, I don't want to make an account, you probably already have one. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account. So just use your Gmail to log in to YouTube, and then you'll be able to talk to me via the chat. That simple. Other than that, the rounds tonight will consist of 4 rounds, 8 questions each, starting with History Mystery. So I think if everybody's settled in, let's get the show on the road. Also, if I seem to be speaking weird, I bit my tongue earlier, and it really hurts. So I'm going to try my best to enunciate, but if that is why, it's because I'm in pain. Okay, History Mystery. Today is... Ooh, Siri just wanted to talk to me. No, Siri. No. Okay, History Mystery. It is May 27th, and here are 8 questions about historical events that have occurred on May 27th of years gone by. This is a multiple choice round, as are a few of them, so hopefully that'll make it a little easier on you guys. Wow, my tongue really hurts. Okay, question number 1. On this day in 1926, the U.S. got its first statue of fictional characters in the form of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn near Mark Twain's boyhood home in what state? Was that Illinois, Tennessee, Kansas, or Missouri? Once again, on this day in 1926, the U.S. got its first statue of fictional characters in the form of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn near Mark Twain's boyhood home in what state? Whew. I have water today because I thought alcohol would burn. All right. As you can see, there is a timer on the top of the screen. That is regarding how many points you're going to be getting. So the quicker you answer, the more points you get. So make sure you're using your reflexes to get those points in before everybody else. All right, so the answer is Missouri. Mark Twain was a pretty big tourism boon for Hannibal, Missouri. They even erected a whitewashed fence across from Becky Thatcher's house. The more you know. Also, as you can see, you will get your answers and how you did right after each question. So sometimes I'll read them, sometimes I won't, but seems like a lot of you everybody got that one right. Off to a great start. All right, question number 2. George Halas, H-A-L-A-S, Halas. George Halas retired on this day in 1968 after almost 5 decades coaching what NFL team? He helped earn the nickname Monsters of the Midway. Monsters of the Midway. Was that the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, or Pittsburgh Steelers? Again, George Halas, I am not a sports person, retired on this day in 1968 after almost 5 decades coaching what NFL team? He helped earn the nickname Monsters of the Midway. Was that the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, or the Pittsburgh Steelers? Whew, my tongue. It's like the back of my tongue, which is just the worst. You win some, you lose some. But we're here to win some tonight. Go trivia. All right, the answer to that question is Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. Halas was nicknamed Papa Bear and Mr. Everything, so respect for that. All right, I am the Lorax hopping into first place. Mr. Poopy Butthole, nice. And Sir Poops a Lot, Whoop! You guys are in second and third. Loving those names. All right, question number 3. Happy birthday to Dee Dee Bridgewater, another great name. Tony winner from what 1974 Broadway musical that featured the songs Ease On Down the Road and Funky Monkeys? Was that a chorus line, Bubbling Brown Sugar, The Whiz, or Raisin? Question number 3. Happy birthday to Dee Dee Bridgewater, Tony winner from what 1974 Broadway musical that features the songs Ease On Down the Road and Funky Monkeys? Is that a chorus line, Bubbling Brown Sugar, The Whiz, or Raisin? Fun fact, since we're speaking of Tony winners, I am a actor, as it says performer right there, usually when it's not a pandemic, so that is my day job that is non-existent right now. All right, the answer to question number 3 is The Whiz. The Whiz has Ease On Down the Road. So her jazz vocals have earned her 2 Grammys. She hosted Jazz Set on NPR for 23 years, and she's a UN Goodwill Ambassador. Nice. All right, looks like it's a tight game so far. Question number 4. In 1977, NYC Mayor Abe Beame fined human fly George Willig 1 cent for each story he climbed of what building, resulting in a total fine of $1.10. Was that the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, the World Trade Center Tower 2, or the Woolworth Building? Question number 4, again, in 1977, NYC Mayor Abe Beame fined human fly George Willig 1 cent for each story he climbed of what building, resulting in a total fine of $1.10. Was that the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, the World Trade Center Tower 2, or the Woolworth Building? Whenever I hear the Woolworth Building, I think of the song in, thank you, Keith, I just saw your chat, the song in On the Town, where she's like, the Woolworth Tower, the Woolworth Tower. The answer is World Trade Center Tower number 2. The press dubbed Willig the human fly, so he got that nickname from the press. Ooh, cat people jumping into first. That was a toughie for quite a lot of you. Trivia with no pants on and cat people. Nailed that question. Congrats. Sorry if I just clapped into my mic. Question number 5. On this day in 1703, Peter the Great founded St. Petersburg on a gulf named for what country whose border is pretty darn close? Is that Finland, Lithuania, Estonia, or Sweden? The Baltic question. On this day in 1703, Peter the Great founded St. Petersburg on a gulf named for what country, whose border is pretty darn close? Is that Finland, Lithuania, Estonia, or Sweden? Fun fact for this one, I've been to all of those countries. My family and I traveled quite a lot when I was growing up, and now my mom's a travel agent, so we are in her office right now, if you can see the decor. I got them a map for Christmas. That's a cork board, and you put pins in it. And they've been to over 100 countries, so it's a lot of pins. All right, the answer to question number 5 is Finland. Finland. St. Petersburg's placement on the Baltic opened up Peter's vision of a western sea route for Russia. Oh, I am the Lorax jumping into second at RCB 44. Wow, this is very exciting. Oh, Tommy Dickey, I see you're playing. Hey, boy. All right, question number 6. The Naked Chef, Return of the Naked Chef, and Happy Days with the Naked Chef were early and less titillating than they sound. Shows of what English chef celebrating a birthday today? Was that Paul Hollywood, Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, or Ainsley Harriott? Question number 6. The Naked Chef, Return of the Naked Chef, and Happy Days with the Naked Chef were early and less titillating than they sound. Shows of what English chef celebrating a birthday today? Excuse me. Was it Paul Hollywood, Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, or Ainsley Harriott? Sorry, I'm so tired. We just got a new foster dog. As some of you know, we were fostering Loco for the past 3 weeks. He got adopted on Sunday, which is very exciting. And now we have a new one. His name is Dutch, and I'll tell you more about him after this question. So question number 6, the answer is Jamie Oliver. It's Jamie Oliver's birthday today. In Jamie Oliver's food revolution, he traveled the U.S. teaching people that fast food is bad for you. Duh. All right. Very exciting. Oh, a lot of people got that one right. Oh, everybody got that one right. You know your chefs. All right, question number 7. Giuseppe Garibaldi began an attack on Palermo on this day in 1860 as part of his campaign to bring what island into Italy unification? Was that Capri, Corsica, Sicily, or Sardinia? Sardinia. Hi, Kim Roth. I'm really not checking the chat. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. I don't know how long ago you said that, but hi, Tommy. Oh, okay, so Dutch. He is a Dutch Shepherd and a Plot Hound mix. I had never heard of either of those breeds, but maybe you guys are really smart, so maybe you know those dog breeds. He's 2, and he came from Texas and then Arkansas, and he's been in a shelter almost his whole life. Poor baby, but he's so sweet. And he's undernourished because he had hookworm, so he almost died, but he's fine now. And he has medication, so we just have to get him to gain some weight because he's so skinny. Okay, the answer is Sicily. Sicily. Palermo was founded by the Phoenicians as the fun-to-say city of Ziz, or Z's. I'm guessing it's Z's. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Tommy. I'm glad that you came out, though. Check out my jam. Ooh. All right, here are your scores. And the Lorax in first, very exciting. Ooh, Christy Oliver popping up into the top 7. Here we go with our last question of round 8. The Battle of Tsushima began on this day in 1905 during Japan's war with what imperial power? Was that Austria-Hungary, Russia, Ottoman, or United Kingdom? Question number 8 again, our final question of round 1. The Battle of Tsushima began on this day in 1905 during Japan's war with what imperial power? Is that Austria-Hungary, Russia, Ottoman, or United Kingdom? Tommy, I was watching your stream the other day. I forget. Your first stream. It was your first time. And it was so much fun, but you need to teach me how to do all those, like, visual things you were doing. I was like, he must have had to prepare for that, like, quite a lot. I was color me impressed. Also, yes, this is a Toy Story 4 mug. Mug? Glass. Highball. All right, the answer is Russia. Japan and Russia were at odds over Manchuria and the Korean Peninsula. So ending round 1, here are your slots. Top 5. I'll give you top 5. Cat People with 323. I'm Lorax at 317. RCB at 246. Sir Poops a Lot, you're only 1 point behind RCB. Watch your back. Trivia with No Pants On, you're in 5th. All right. Very exciting. Here we go on to round 2. Another one rides the bus. Please stand behind the yellow line as you answer these questions about school buses, city buses, sightseeing buses, magic school buses, and more. Fun fact before we go, Toy Story 4, yes! Fun fact, I was in the national tour of the musical of the Magic School Bus this past, I guess it was from 2019 to 2020. No, from 2018 to 2019. What year is it? All right. Oh my God, Richard knows how to, okay. All right. You guys both have to teach me. Okay, question number 1. This is also a multiple choice round. So, same format. You know how to do this. Question number 1. Here we go. I didn't time that right. I'm so sorry. It's No Happily Ever After. What melancholic Simon and Garfunkel track plays as Benjamin and Elaine board a city bus, having just escaped her wedding to another man in the 1967 film The Graduate? Is that The Sound of Silence, the 59th Street Bridge song, Feelin' Groovy, Mrs. Robinson, or Scarborough Fair? I'm sorry, I didn't time that right. Usually, so as I mentioned, there's a delay between me and you, but there is no delay between the app, me pressing the app, and you. So if I press the app when I'm saying it, it's too early for you. So I have to like wait to hit it. So sorry if I cost you points. I won't do it again. All right, the answer is The Sound of Silence. Although Mrs. Robinson is probably the song most associated with The Graduate, The Sound of Silence plays 3 times during the film. I guess I gotta rewatch it. That was one of my, like, cultural education movies that I made myself watch. Oop, I am the Lorax, sliding into first. Question number 2. I'll do the timing better. In the summer of 1964, the countercultural Merry Pranksters traveled cross-country in a psychedelic painted bus they called Further, led by what author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Is that Robert Pirsig, Joseph Heller, Ken Kesey, or Norman Mailer? Again, I'm going to apologize for all of my mispronunciations. I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. But I'm bound to make some mistakes. And my tongue hurts. Alright, question number 2. In the summer of 1964, the countercultural Merry Pranksters traveled cross-country in a psychedelic painted bus they call Further, led by what author of One Flavor of Love? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Is it Robert Pirsig, Joseph Heller, Ken Kesey, or Norman Mailer? That is Ken Kesey. Ken Kesey. The story of Casey and the Merry Pranksters is told in Tom Wolfe's novel, The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. Okay. Alrighty. Solid standings going on over here. Okay, question number 3. What beloved animated film by Japanese master Hayao Miyazaki features a sentient cat bus, complete with a huge grin and bushy tail? Is it Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, or Princess Mononoke? Once again, what beloved animated film by Japanese master Hayao Miyazaki features a sentient cat bus completed with a huge grin and bushy tail? Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, or Princess Mononoke? Solidifying my role as the last place caboose. Gotta run. Happy trivia, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Tommy. It was so nice to see you, and I hope you had fun. Enjoy your Zoom call. Alrighty, the answer is My Neighbor Totoro! My Neighbor Totoro. If you haven't seen Totoro, he is very cute, by the way. The good news, you can climb aboard a life-size cat bus at the Ghibli Museum in Japan. The bad news, you have to be under 12 years old. I was older than 12. Because we went to the Ghibli Museum when we were in Japan. Alright, moving on to question number 4. Some buses around the world are equipped with devices that limit their speed to protect public safety. These devices have what political name? Mayors, presidents, comptrollers, or governors? Guys, today's been a day. Question number 4 again. Some buses around the world are equipped with devices that limit their speed to protect public safety. These devices have what political name? Is it mayors, presidents, comptrollers, or governors? Whew. I tried a new makeup look today. I'm not very good with makeup at all. I just do the same thing over and over again. But I did some different eyeshadow today. I don't think my eyes even match. But we're just not going to point it out except for the fact I just did. Okay, the answer to question number 4 is governors. The first governors were developed by James Watt, who developed early steam engines. The more you know. All right. Ooh, cat people above in first place. But I'm Lorx. You're only 2 points behind. Catch up. All right. Question number 5. He's got a triangle, a wager, and even a bus. What French mathematician and physicist founded the world's first bus line in Paris in 1661? Was that I'm so sorry, these are going to be horribly pronounced. Évariste Galois, Pierre de Fermat, René Descartes, or Blaise Pascal? I took Italian in high school, so my French is just not good. He's got a triangle, a wager, and even a bus. What French mathematician and physicist founded the world's first bus line in Paris in 1661? Was that Évariste Galois, Pierre de Fermat, René Descartes, or Blaise Pascal? Don't know. Oh, it's Pascal, not Pasca. That's why I was confused. But that's who it is. It's Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal. There's an L missing from that. I'm not even going to try to say it. The Carrosse Cinq founded by Pascal, may have been the first modern form of public transport of any kind. He's, my brain's not working today. I'm so sorry. I was trying to come up with, like, the saying for, like, making a path for everybody. Like, he's a trailblazer. That took too long. All right, question number 7. Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat for a white passenger in 1955 led to the boycott of the bus system in what southern U.S. city? Was that Zeppelin? These are not the right answers. This is the wrong question. I skipped a question. Oh, God, Kim. In the movie Speed, Sandra Bullock must keep a Los Angeles city bus over 50 miles per hour to keep it from exploding. In the film's 1997 sequel, she's similarly tasked with guiding what more unwieldy mode of transportation? Is that a Zeppelin, a Sherman tank, a cruise ship, or a jumbo jet? So I said the app is in beta mode, but really it's me. I'm in beta mode. So, I'm so sorry. Whew. And this was the one night that my boss said he's not moderating the chat, so hopefully he's missing my off day. All right, the answer is a cruise ship. Woo, cruise ship. The 1997 sequel was titled Speed Cruise Control. Get it? Another fun fact, I was actually supposed to be on a cruise ship right now, playing, oh, wrong way. What's happening? Playing, you can't see it, it's fine. Playing Snow White, aboard a Disney cruise, but that's not happening. All right, moving on to question number 7 that I already read you. So Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat for a white passenger in 1955 led to the boycott of the bus system in what southern U.S. city? Is that Montgomery, Atlanta, Birmingham, or Memphis? Wow. I don't know what's going on. Maybe does anybody have any astrology in them? Is it like the moon or whatever? I'm going to blame it on the moon. Maybe Mercury, right? Is it in retrograde? Everybody has those days, though, you know. And then I was just going to quote Hannah Montana, which was just a bad idea in general, so I just won't. But everybody knows what I'm talking about. All right, the answer is Montgomery! Montgomery, yay! The boycott continued until the 1956 case decision Browder versus Gale, which declared segregated busing unconstitutional. Huzzah! I'm the Lorax, keeping a solid lead. This is very exciting. Dave's not here, popping it up to 6th, I believe. Love it. Trivia with no pants on. Excuse me. You're only 7 points behind, so let's see you climb. With our last question for round 2. Question number 8. What if God was one of us, just a stranger on a bus, trying to make his way home? Joan Osborne sang her hit, One of Us, along with many other songs, as the headliner for what music festival in 1997? Was that Lollapalooza, Coachella, Warped Tour, or Lilith Fair? Question number 8 again. What if God was one of us, just a stranger on a bus, trying to make his way home? Joan Osborne sang her hit, One of Us, along with many other songs, as the headliner for what music festival in 1997? Was it Lollapalooza, Coachella, Warped Tour, or Lilith Fair? I've actually been to the one that this is. It's the only one I've been to. All right, the answer is Lilith Fair. Lilith Fair. The first Lilith Fair, a music festival that spotlighted women singer-songwriters, featured Sarah McLachlan, Paula Cole, and Lisa Loeb in 1996. That was the year I was born. All right, moving on to round 3. Better Call Mall. The mall isn't exactly the destination it once was. In fact, there are photography books and a website dedicated to abandoned malls. I almost just choked on my own spit. I'm cute. So let's remember better days and do some trivia about what once was the center of social life at the mall. Let's go to the mall today. Okay, question number 1. Although the Mall of America is the largest in the United States, the largest mall in North America is the West Edmonton Mall. In what Canadian province? Is it Manitoba, Alberta, Quebec, or British Columbia? Canada. Although the Mall of America is the largest in the United States, the largest mall in North America is the West Edmonton Mall in what Canadian province? Is that Manitoba, Alberta, Quebec, or British Columbia? It's one of them. I'll give you that. And it's not 3 of them. So, hopefully that helps. All right, question number 1. The answer is Alberta! The answer is Alberta. On average, each tourist spends $162 per visit to the Mall of America. That is crazy! That's a lot of money for an average. All right, question number 2. Here are your scores. Ooh, everybody did really well on that one. Question number 2. In the TV show... Sorry, I just got really excited. This is my favorite TV show. In the TV show How I Met Your Mother, what last name did Robin Scherbatsky use during her teen years when she was a Canadian pop star and had a big hit with Let's Go to the Mall today? Was it Starling, Trinkets, Sprinkles, or Sparkles? I didn't even know there was going to be a question because I didn't read these ahead of time. Question number 2. In the TV show How I Met Your Mother, what last name did Robin Scherbatsky use during her teen years when she was a Canadian pop star and had a big hit with Let's Go to the Mall? Was it Starling, Trinkets, Sprinkles, or Sparkles? All of those are great options. I forgot I had stuff on the bed. Oops. All right. The answer is Robin Sparkles. Robin Sparkles. In the 15th episode of Season 8, Robin reveals another alter ego, Robin Daggers, who sings the song P.S. I Love You. The P.S. stands for Paul Schaefer, because that's who she was singing to. There's a big scandal as to who she was singing to, and everyone thought it was Dave Coulier, but nope. All right. Question number 3. I almost skipped another question. Question number 3. In brief scenes in Better Call Saul, but following the events of Breaking Bad, Jimmy McGill lives as Gene Tukovic, a manager of what mall staple restaurant that serves 1,000-plus calorie treats? Is that Auntie Anne's, Cinnabon, Dairy Queen, or Orange Julius? I really want mall food now. I just want like a nice, something with like frosting on it. I think I want a cinnamon bun. Or maybe those Auntie Anne like cinnamon pretzels. Ooh, I want that. Wonder if I could figure out how to make it. We made homemade pizza today. Once again, in brief scenes in Better Call Saul, but following the events of Breaking Bad, Jimmy McGill lives as Gene Tukovic, a manager of what mall staple restaurant that serves 1,000+ calorie treats. Auntie Anne, Cinnabon, Dairy Queen, or Orange Julius. That is Cinnabon. Cinnabon. The music that plays at the end credits of Better Call Saul is a rearranged version of the Breaking Bad theme. Ooh, fun facts. I love fun facts. All right. Here are your scores. Wow, I am the Lorax. You are, like, killing it tonight. Oh, but there's a battle for 4th and 3rd between Mr. Poopy Butthole and Sir Poops-a-Lot. There's a battle going on there. All right, question number 4. Dead Rising was a 2006 video game whose object was to survive a zombie apocalypse. Just kidding, zombie-infested mall. It takes place in the fictional town of Willamette in what centennial state? Is that Kansas, Wyoming, New Mexico, or Colorado? I just heard my dad yell down because I'm guessing that Dutch was putting his paws on something. He's very tall. Alright, question number 4 again. Dead Rising was a 2006 video game whose object was to survive a zombie-infested mall. It takes place in the fictional town of Willamette in what centennial state? Is that Kansas, Wyoming, New Mexico, or Colorado? Fun fact, not about Kansas, but about Missouri. My boyfriend lives in Kansas City, Missouri. So, I just try to add on to these. All right, the answer is Colorado. The Colorado state song is Where the Columbines Grow. If somebody were smart, they'd petition to change it to Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh. All right, Bao Yang Smell Fungus, I'm guessing. You're hopping up there. New name for me. Good to see you. Question number 5. Kevin Smith's 1996 film Mallrats was filmed in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, right down the road from the filming of what other movie? A 1996 Coen Brothers production. Was that The Big Lebowski, The Hudsucker Proxy, Fargo, or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Where art thou? Where art thou? Question number 5 again. Kevin Smith's 1996 film Mallrats was filmed in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, right down the road from the filming of what other movie? A 1996 Coen Brothers production, The Big Lebowski, The Hudsucker Proxy, Fargo, or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Another 1996 question. What a great year. All right. I'm feeling very lonely. No one's talking to me in the chat. The answer is Fargo. Fargo. Reese Witherspoon had a meeting with Kevin Smith, his producer and casting director, but none of them enjoyed the meeting, so they didn't bring her in for the audition. Ooh, yike. All right. Moving on to question... Ooh! I just saw Trivia with No Pants On is only 1 point behind Bo Yang Smell Fungus. Very exciting. Question number 6. The first mall in the United States received generally positive reviews, with one notable exception from what famous architect who designed the Guggenheim in New York City? Is that Rem Koolhaas, Frank Lloyd Wright, Frank Gehry, or I.M. Pei? I know who all those people are. It's a lie. I know one, maybe. Another interesting fact, not really. My best friend works for Guggenheim Investment Firm, so she's an investment banker with them. All right, the first mall in the United States received generally positive reviews, with one notable exception from what famous architect who designed the Guggenheim in New York City? Is that Rem Koolhaas, Frank Lloyd Wright, Frank Gehry, or I.M. Pei? That is Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright. Of the mall, Wright said, You've got a garden court that has all the evils of the village street and none of its charm. Yikes. All right. Moving forward. Ooh, I think RCB just hopped up a bit, or maybe I'm just noticing your name. I haven't been paying attention. Pretty bad. Okay, question number 7, our penultimate question of round 3. Who starred as Paul Blart Mall Cop in 2009 and in its 2015 sequel? Was that Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson, or Kevin James? Who starred as Paul Blart Mall Cop in 2009 and in its 2015 sequel? Was that Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson, or Kevin James? I wish someone would hop on the chat and talk to me. Answer me. That's from The Band's Visit. Tony Award-winning show. And Grammy Award-winning album, I believe. All right. The answer is Kevin James. Kevin James. Paul Blart Mall Cop was the first movie released in January to gross over $100 million upon its initial release. Interesting. And I totally lied. That was question number 7, so we do still have another question. Wow, guys. Today is a day. Hi, Laura. Thanks for hopping on the chat. That makes me happy. Good to see ya. All right. Cool. Moving on to our last question of round 3, like I thought it was, but it wasn't. A guitar solo in Weezer's 2009 song, In the Mall, pays musical homage to Tom Sawyer, an early 80s song by what band? Was that Dokken, Bon Jovi, Duran Duran, or Rush? I don't know that band. A guitar solo in Weezer's 2009 song, In the Mall, pays musical homage to Tom Sawyer, an early 80s song by what band? Dokken, Bon Jovi, Duran Duran, or Rush? As Bon Jovi is one of the options, might tell you that I am currently in New Jersey. Feel free to give a shout as to where you guys are in the chat. I hope we have people from across the country. But East Coast is the best coast. All right. The answer is Rush. Rush. Rush featured clothes dryers, I can't say that, on stage during their concerts as a satire on arena rock trends. Interesting. All right, going into round 4, I Am the Lorax is in the lead by almost 100 points. You are killing it. Question number 2, what? Cat People in 2nd, Mr. Poopy Butthole in 3rd, with Sir Poopsala right behind you in 4th, and RCB in 5th. Let's see how you guys do in round 4, and thank you, Laura. Yes, I will get the opportunity in the future, hopefully, depending on when the cruises start opening up again. We shall see. 2021 is probably when it's going to happen. For me, at least. All right. So moving on to round 4, if you have not been here with us before, first of all, welcome. But second of all, here are a few things that are a little different about this round. Instead of asking questions, we'll give you a list of 5 things in a category that you must select the 3 items on the screen that fit the category. So you'll receive full points for 3 correct, half points for 2 correct, and no points for 1 correct. Because as long as you pick 3, you'll have 1 correct. Since math is a wonderful thing. All right, so what 3 things belong in the following sets? Here we go. Oh, I love this question. This is my favorite book series. Only children in the Harry Potter books series. Parvati Patil, Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, Neville Longbottom, and Ron Weasley. Who of these characters are only children in the Harry Potter book series? Parvati Patil, Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, Neville Longbottom, and Ron Weasley. Fun fact, the room through that wall is a Harry Potter themed guest room because I'm obsessed with the series, and it was my brother's old room. This is my old room. And my parents were like, do you want to redo it? Because you like interior design a little bit. I did this one as well. And I was like, can I make it a Harry Potter themed room? And they were like, sure. So now I sleep in the Harry Potter room because it's awesome. All right. The answers are Harry Potter, Neville Longbottom, and Hermione Granger. Fun fact is a Firebolt broomstick has a top speed of 150 miles per hour, but also, just so you know, Parvati Patil is a twin, and Ron is one of many siblings. All right. Question number 2. Oh, you guys didn't do great on that one. That was a toughie. But cat people and Bo Yang smell fungus. You know you're Harry Potter. Killing it. All right. Question number 2. Grass types. For all you botanists out there, grass types. Rancor, Thermoblue, Spanx, Bent, or Scutch. Those are some words I've probably never said. Rancor, Thermoblue, Spanx, Bent, or Scutch. I have guesses, but Any gardeners out there? I'm sure a bunch of you have started gardening since quarantine. Has anybody picked up any interesting hobbies? That would be kind of cool. I may be starting a princess party business, a virtual princess party business, to keep myself afloat. All right. The answers are Scutch, Bent, and Thermoblue. Did you know that palm trees are just actually really tall grass? It's true. That's weird. And I don't think it's true. Okay, question number 3. Here we go. Question number 3. Current and former teen magazines. We've got Outside, Prevention, Sassy, Brio, and YM. Current and former teen magazines. Outside, Prevention, Sassy, Brio, and YM. I was more of a Tiger Beat and 17 fan. These are the 2 I remember, at least. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Alrighty. The answer is Sassy, YM, and Brio. Sassy was published between 1988 and 1996 and was considered a feminist alternative to 17 and YM. Oops. All right. Here are your scores. Oh, I'm Lorax. You just broke 1,000. Well done. Question number 4. Characters in the 50 Shades of Grey book series. We've got George Milton, Christian Grey, Lenny Small, Anastasia Steele, and Jose Rodriguez. Characters in the 50 Shades of Grey book series. George Milton, Christian Grey, Lenny Small, Anastasia Steele, and Jose Rodriguez. I feel like this round doesn't need as long of a timer because I feel like you tap them pretty quick. What do you guys think? I don't know. If you have an opinion, feel free to speak up because we can change it. It's the beauty of having an app in beta test. All right, the answer is Anastasia Steele, Christian Grey, and Jose Rodriguez. The novel prompted rope sales to skyrocket across the country. Terrifying. Okay, moving on to question number 5. Husbands of Elizabeth Taylor. Husbands of Elizabeth Taylor. We've got Richard Burton, Rock Hudson, Larry Fortensky, Conrad Hilton, not Honrad Kilton, or Warren Beatty. Which of those 3 have been husbands of Elizabeth Taylor? Richard Burton, Rock Hudson, Larry Fortensky, Conrad Hilton, or Warren Beatty? Dun, dun, dun. Also, Laura, I know you were having issues with the app last week. Did they work out for you? I hope everything is okay. Alrighty. The answer to question number 5, I guess answers, are Richard Burton, Larry Fortensky, and Conrad Hilton. Dun, 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 dun. Elizabeth Taylor got married 8 times to 7 men. She married Richard Burton twice. Lucky guy. All right, moving on to question number 6. Craft stores. We've got Jingle Jangle, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, String Strung, and Joanne. Jingle Jangle, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, String Strung, or Joanne. It's actually String Strung. Yeah, that's just an extra E. Good, I'm glad it's working. We love to see it. See? Improvements. I'm out of water. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright, the answers to which of those 5 are craft stores. We've got Michaels, Joanne, and Hobby Lobby. If it's in stock, you can buy a 10-yard roll of mustache duct tape for $6.99 at Michaels. Yes, it's Duck brand. I've actually seen it. It's white with black mustaches on it. Ooh, you guys know your craft stores. All right, question number 7. Numbers divisible by 8, yielding a whole number. None of this fraction stuff. 62, 104, 72, 172, and 16. Numbers divisible by 8, yielding a whole number. 62, 104, 72, 172, or 16. Use that math stuff. I know you haven't used it in a while, but break it out. No calculators. No cheating out here. Or do it. I can't stop you. But that's not fun for other people. We're using the honor system here. Don't take advantage. All right. The answers are 16, 72, and 104. A 1997 movie with Joe Pesci was 8 heads in a duffel bag, while Eminem starred in the 2002 movie 8 Mile. So, 8s are pretty prevalent. Oh, and cat people, you're above 1,000 now. Exciting. Exciting. Question number 8. Events that occurred before 1900. End of U.S. Civil War. Call of the Wild is published. Electric light bulb invented. First professional baseball game. And first summit of Mount Everest. Events that occurred before 1900. End of the U.S. Civil War. Call of the Wild is published. Electric light bulb invented. First professional baseball game. And first summit of Mount Everest. Something I like to see sometimes, like if you're on the internet for too long, is when they have like events that happened in the same year or decade, and you like wouldn't have thought of those as the same time. Those are cool. All right, the answers to question number 8 are electric light bulb invented, end of the U.S. Civil War, and first professional baseball game. Jack London published Call of the Wild in 1903, so just there. And Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay climbed Mount Everest in 1953, so quite a while after. All right, those are your scores going into our final question. Check them out so you know where you are. But our top 5, we've gotten 5th, Sir Poops a Lot with 939, I'm sorry. 4th is RCB with 965, Mr. Poopy Butthole in 3rd with 999, and Cat People in 2nd with 102, with our leader, I Am the Lorax, with 1210. However, it's still anybody's game because this question is different. We're going into the answer fast question. So this is a who or what am I question. It's the final question of the night. So it consists of 5 clues that get progressively easier. The faster you answer it, the more points you get, but guess carefully, because once you've typed in and submitted your answers, you're locked into whatever points are left on the clock. If you answer it correctly, you get all those points. If you get it wrong, you get no points. So answer quickly, but correctly. So a few notes. Each clue is for the same answer. So there's just one answer. You don't have to submit it every time. So if you're like, oh, but that doesn't make sense with the clue I just heard, you're probably wrong. But that's okay. You just won't get any points. So I guess it's not okay, depending on how much you've got stake in this. So make sure that you answer carefully and quickly. A few more things. Make sure you are not putting a space before or after the answer. That just kind of messes with the algorithm or whatever. And make sure that your spelling is correct. I think that's it. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Answer fast. Here we go. Clue number 1. Tonight is a what am I? Though I have a 3-word name, I'm typically referred to by just one word. The name of the California Raceway Park or racetrack where I took place. What am I? Once again, though I have a 3-word name, I'm typically referred to by just one word. The name of the California Raceway Park or racetrack where I took place. That is clue number 1. Clue number 2, one of my organizers, who has the initials MJ, told reporters my purpose was creating a sort of microcosmic society, which sets an example for the rest of America. What am I? One more time, one of my organizers, who has the initials MJ, told reporters my purpose was creating a sort of microcosmic society, which sets an example for the rest of America. What am I? Hint number 3, during me, a member of the Hells Angels named Alan Pissarro stabbed a black man named Meredith Hunter to death. Nice. Pissarro was eventually tried for murder, good, but acquitted because Hunter had a gun. What am I? One more time. During me, a member of the Hells Angels named Alan Pissarro stabbed a black man named Meredith Hunter to death. Pissarro was eventually tried for the murder, but acquitted because Hunter had a gun. What am I? Clue number 4, I am a seminal event that occurred at the end of the 1960s that, along with Watergate and the Manson murders, is regarded by some historians as the end of the 60s because of its tragic outcome. What am I? Once again, I am a seminal event that occurred at the end of the 1960s that, along with the Watergate and the Manson murders, is regarded by some historians as the end of the 60s because of its tragic outcome. What am I? And our last clue number 5, I was a counterculture rock concert held on December 6, 1969 at a speedway in Northern California. I was organized by members of Jefferson Airplane and the Rolling Stones, among others. What am I? One more time. I was a counterculture rock concert held on December 6th, 1969 at a speedway in Northern California. I was organized by members of the Jefferson Airplane and the Rolling Stones, among others. What am I? So that is your last clue for Answer Fast. Hopefully you have submitted something. If not, write something in. And then we'll get to your answer and scores. All right, here we go. Here's your answer. It is the Altamont. Altamont? I've never heard of this, to be honest, which is pretty sad. The concert featured, in order of appearance, Santana, Jefferson Airplane, the Flying Burrito Brothers, and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. The Rolling Stones were last. We also accepted Altamont free concert, Altamont concert. So any of those 3 answers were acceptable. But with that, here are your answers, or scores. Whoa! This is exciting! Alright, Cat People came in first! What? From a... lame. I do not make the questions. I will put that out there. I just ask them. To be fair, I've never heard of that, so sorry. But cat people, you came in first! Very exciting! With 1229, I'm the Lorax in 1210. RCB 1199, Mr. Poopy Butthole 999, Sir Poopsala 939, Bo Yang Smell Fungus 787, Dave's Not Here 772, Trivia with No Pants On 750, and then I believe the others left early, but Christy Oliver, you had 269, Callie Olivia Duffy, you had 257, and Nicole Doe, you had 190, Tommy Dickey had 107 before he left. And that is the end of our round. Cat people, congratulations on your win tonight, as well as I Am the Lorax and RCB for coming in second and third. And congratulations to everybody else who played today. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please feel free to come back to Triviamatic any night at 8 p.m. That is when we do our streams. I personally will not be here tomorrow. I'll be on my own channel on Twitch. So tune in to twitch.tv/Kimbie600, that is KIMBIE 600, 600, for trivia at 8 p.m. If you also really liked what you saw, you could feel free to send me something on Venmo. I am an unemployed actor, so I'm doing my best, but it is definitely hard times right now. So just send what you can, maybe something you would spend on a drink at a bar. And feel free to give me a follow on Twitch as well. We do Thursdays at 8, and if you come here at Thursdays at 8 and you're like, oh, I can't do it, we also do Sundays at noon. So Sundays at noon or Thursdays at 8, feel free to tune in. Or follow my page at Kim's Quarantine Quizzes on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was such a pleasure to do trivia with you, and I hope you guys are staying safe and sane. Have a good night. Bye!